This video is sponsored by Direct Mobiles. You can check out their deals at directmobiles.co.uk. So welcome to Btekt, guys, and this is David. And in this video, I'm going to talk about a new feature for the Galaxy Note 10 users, which is the PlayGalaxy Link. This is a new streaming service from Samsung that allows you to pick up exactly from where you left off on your PC gaming session, but on your Note 10. Now this will use a P2P connection, which should minimize any latency as there's no relay server. And to help out with poor connections, it uses adaptive frames per second. So if you have a poor signal, you might get a lower frame rate, but it will be interesting to see if the games are still playable. As long as the latency is kept fairly low, then it should be fine if it drops a few frames. Samsung say that this is basically a streaming service, so it won't use any of your local storage or even your graphics processing power on your phone. Everything is done on your PC, and they say it won't use any more power than if you were just streaming a video, so the device will never get hot during long gaming sessions. What's nice is that you can also connect both wired and Bluetooth enabled gamepads or keyboards, which is great because without it, it almost wouldn't be worth bothering with. Although that's not entirely fair, as they do provide a really good virtual gamepad on the screen. Setup is really easy, just download it onto your phone and then download it onto your PC. The software will then automatically detect what games you have on your PC, but if it doesn't, you can quite easily add them manually. If you haven't got a wireless gamepad, then you can connect a wired one using the USB to USB Type-C adapter, which should be in the box of your Samsung Note 10. Once you have connected your controller, you will need to bind your keys, which is also a very straightforward process. And before you know it, you're up and running on your favorite PC game. The way it's set up, it just means that the better specs you have on your PC, the better gaming experience you'll get on your phone. The PlayGalaxy app has been in beta since October, but it's only really very recently seen its full release. And after a few hours of playing, I can definitely recommend using this streaming service. It might not be quite as smooth as the experience that you're used to on your PC, but it's really not too far off. The latency is really kept to a minimum, and once you get used to that smaller screen size, you will be just as competitive as you are in your big gaming rig. When I first used the app, I was getting a big delay between my actions and what was actually happening on the screen. I was connected on the exact same network as my PC, so it definitely had a strong signal, but the games were basically unplayable due to the lag. But I found that once I went into the streaming settings on the app on my phone and turned the maximum data rate up to 50 megabits, the problem was solved and the games are now perfectly playable. Even something as fast paced as multiplayer Titanfall 2. If you want to play on the go, you might not want to carry around such a cumbersome setup as I have right now. I've got an Xbox controller plugged directly into my phone via a USB adapter, but there are far better solutions to this. Check out my man Board Gamer, where he does do a good review about the G-Lap Play controller, which is perfectly designed for the Note 10. For me, this is a seriously good gaming setup. As many of you know, Call of Duty Mobile has been released fairly recently, and a lot of people are really enjoying playing that game, and it is a great game in its own right. But this way, you're not limited to the restrictions of your hardware, and you can play the full version of the latest Call of Duty game on your mobile phone from anywhere. And if your rig is good enough, at the maximum gaming settings. If you've got a good PC and a good controller for your Note 10 Plus, then this is a pretty unbeatable mobile gaming setup. If you are serious about your PC games, then this feature for the Note 10 might just be the clincher for you. Although it is only available on the Note 10 series devices at the moment, Galaxy S10 owners can access the PlayGalaxy Link app after downloading the MR software. And it will be available in early December for the Galaxy Fold, the Galaxy S9 series, the Galaxy Note 9 and the Galaxy A90. But whilst we're talking about Samsung, I want to quickly mention this render that we keep seeing recently from OnLeaks, who regularly supply us with accurate renders. Right now it seems like all the manufacturers are merging into one style. At the moment they're all going for the square camera lens. I know that it might not be the prettiest device that we've seen from Samsung, but for me that really doesn't matter because you know those cameras are going to be something special. With the unveiling of the Snapdragon 865, we know that this chipset is capable of being able to handle both 108 megapixel shots and 8K video recording, which makes the rumours that we've been hearing just that little bit more credible. While the renders do seem to be a little bit unbelievable, I think it is safe to say that the S11 series will look exactly like this, although I think it will look much better face to face than it does in these renders. The leaked renders that we've seen of the S11 and the S11e seem much more plausible, although with the release of these devices set for late February, it seems like maybe by that time the design might be getting a little bit old. The Honor View 30 was recently released in the Chinese markets only, and it shows a device which is almost identical to the renders that we're seeing for the S11. Due to the Huawei ban, As things stand at the moment, it's unlikely that we will see the View 30 outside of China. Around the front, it looks like an S10 Plus with the dual cameras, although on the left hand side. And on the back, it features the same Cine type sensor that we've seen on the Mate 30 Pro recently. Again, another device that we haven't seen in our region and are unlikely to unless they sort this whole mess out. It's probably a good thing for Samsung because if the rest of the world doesn't see the View 30, at least it feels like a fresh design by the time it comes out in February. Before I go, I want to tell you about the Direct Mobile's website, which is a fantastic place to go if you need a new phone. Compare all of the available deals with all of the UK networks, all there in the one website. Plus, they have over 24 years of award-winning customer service, so it's definitely worth checking out. You can find a link to their deals in the description below, or search directmobiles.co.uk. Also, check out the Btekt Amazon shop and you'll find some great deals there as well. And that's it from me. Hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, smash the like button, leave me a comment, and of course subscribe for more Btekt. Follow me on social media. My name's David. This is Btekt.
On the